Got them right there, guys. First battle. As you can see, players turning around, giving the game more proof of how the game really is.
Let's get this show on the road. Enemy is hit. We lost full engine power. Put out the fire. The fire is out. They're hit. Nice shot. Truck hit. We nailed him. We lost the truck. The engine is damaged. We slowed down. Vehicle is headed.
Look at the low battle. Look. Look at that. No one was fighting. No one was fighting, guys. No one was fighting. See what I told you? I bought the game. No, thank you. Not after players like that. No, I ain't trusting none of these players. None of them. And you guys could see how bad the game was. Not that I'm giving them because they weren't cheating or nothing like that. They were cheating, and they were doing it on purpose, just like what you see live right now. The games are so rigged, you all can see. Players don't even go around the map or take care of the map. All they do is just they know exactly what direction the enemy goes. I mean, we go every time.
Let's go!
Look at the first game, and then I don't have lag today. Let's see if I get lag. Maybe get lag. They're supposed to fix that issue, right? But hey, apparently on Instagram gets bad reception. Apparently. What did I really know what direction to go, right? I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Players are only going one direction. That's it. That's all they're doing.
Enemy destroyed!
Shooting, practice, players moving where we are at without even being spotted.
Penetration!
What a trip, bro. You can see exactly how players know exactly. I mean, it's obvious how you see that players are using their attacking route because every game. It's just that's the way it is. Warzone knows it. World Tanks players know it. They all seen it. And they know exactly how it plays out.
Our track is hit. It can break any minute.
See?
Tough
I
stop!
missed so suddenly. Right on top and I didn't even know it was. I was see. So yeah, you can see.
Push right through their armor. The track is damaged!
More proof of this channel. his turn. And then they don't talk about it to streamers, nothing like that. They don't show the problems. They manipulate the viewers and thinking about different about the game. Remember, no lag, no lags are let's see how many accounts I have to go through in order to get a simple game. A simple game. Not even remember, this is the same any other game. And it's all live only with this game. So you can see
Let's get this show on the road.
Big time. Big time. Google. It says, what do you call it? Big picture. So you can see how much YouTube is trying. And you could see, oh, scams. You could see on, just on the chat, guys, how bad, what do you call it? What is it? You know, how bad the people are out there on the NA server. This is what the NA server is all about. Within games, this is the downfall of the what English gaming is all about. And you know, EU server knows it. You know, Asian server knows it. They all know that most cheatings come from the NA server. Why? Well, because it's a known fact. I mean, everybody knows that where there's bad words, bad mouths in your own chat, you get players that are actually bringing the cheating within the game. And those are true facts. True facts. From a game company that is fake, rigged, and what do you call, majority of the time, you're just spending money on a game that doesn't fix itself. All they do is just rigged games. That's it. That's all you get in the NA server. Nothing but cheating players. You're teamed up with people that can't even speak English. And yeah, it's a mess. It's a big mess. You know, I'm Mexican descent, but I'm an American. I live in America. I was born in America. Yep. I'm proud to be a Mexican descent, but I'm a true Texan American. Ain't nothing Mexican about me. I wasn't born in Mexico, and yeah, I don't do that. I don't do none of that stuff. I am what I am, and I am where I was born from. I don't try to copy or be anybody. Nope, not like these. What is it, chat? Let's see. What is it? What's your device? Do you play on, bro? Okay. Juicy Blix. I want to make good Blitz players with your mom. Lower the down, please, bro. Can I should ban those guys? Yeah, that's what they want. But I mean, even in the chat, guys, you can see how bad it is. Even in the chat. So yeah, guys, it's pretty bad out here in the NA server. NA server has nothing but cheating players. So that's it. That's all you have. Players that don't take advantage of the game. Really can't rather make a joke out of the game that could be badass. And yeah, it's players like these that are not making the game good. This is a battle game, but yet we have players that are not being making it. They're all knowing each other, but you see how they're cheating? They're telling each other where to go. See what I tell you guys? Big scams. Look at that. They're all going for one player. Sad, huh? Not one player. Look at my team. They're all in one place. All in one place. They're not managing the map. They're not taking over the map. They're not, you know what I mean, not using tactical advances. Nothing like that. They're just point sharing. T77, you saw he was an inactive player. Not really trying to play the battle. You saw his outlook and outcome of how the game is. Trust me. Now he's blocking me. Can you go backwards? Notices that I still got passed. Still passing. Notice, none of these players are actually battling their first instinct. Notice the hit points. Notice the hit points. This says it all, guys. This is what the game is actually about. It's nothing but cheating. A conspiracy, non-conspiracy, proven facts about the game. This game is so rigged that even the game company itself don't want to play a game anymore because of players like this in the So what they do, they switched out to the EU server because they have better respectable players.
Enemy armor is damaged.
That's what we struggle on from the enemy. Then what do you call it, game servers and that stuff. We're gonna lose the game. We're gonna be losing everything. Everything that this game represents and our game ways that they opened up the universe, it's gonna be bad. And that's what's gonna transpire to the world. But hey, these are the kind of battles we get. These are the what they call shooting scams that players are rigging. How and why? Here, business.
There's no doubt.
Let me see this one.
Ammunition rack is hit.
I see it is that the game is going to lose its credibility, and it's been losing its credibility. Streamers come on the game saying they like it, and then they say they don't. Then you got these new Silk Club teams that are coming out. That should have came out a long time ago, to tell you the truth. And just the game is just burning itself to the ground. T77, these two players, right, are always, you'll see them around, guys. More cheating players, more cheating scams, more of the NA server players of the same non-active point sharing. That's what I said. Before I could score bigger damages on this game with the smasher. But now, since we got what do you call it, players that are rigging battles, it makes it hard for people to enjoy the game, especially with games like these. Watch. Let's put these favorites here. Yeah, these latest ones. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I like this one. Watch how we got non-active players. Look at this. Look at this battle. Right? Look at the mini map. Watch how we got players. That we don't have not one spotter, but yet players know what direction we go. Actually, no. Let me show you another battle. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back. I'm gonna do it for y'all. I'm gonna keep on playing and just showing you non-active players. Discuss to you why I feel that the game is so overrated and losing its credibility. Just like I've been saying. Now, no one's gonna know what
Let's
direction we're
go.
going, right? Obviously, we have to take care of the whole map. We don't want our enemies to come in and forth and right? So what are we gonna do? We're probably gonna we're not gonna take consideration that we have the whole map to recover or to spot. You know what I mean? So what do we got? We got players that are just really mimicking cheating stands from players that know each other. How is that? How is it? Well, let's see. Everybody's got their own players showing where they're going, showing their ways, right? And they just score really quickly since everybody and not only that, we get players.
We finish him off.
Yep, going and then rigging the games. Look, I'm not kidding you. Look at where they're at. Look at where the enemy's at. Not one spotter, but they knew exactly where I was going. How is that? Please help me out to understand this. Not one spotter, but yet I'm the only one.
The track is damaged.
No
Punched
one's
right through their
helping.
armor.
No one's covering. Nothing. No mission. All it is just fake scams and cheated game code. That's just mostly rigging games. See that? No one's helping. They're all in rigged immersion. They're all in rigged immersion. And what we got? This is all happening.
He is gone. Find us another target.
The game is transpiring now.
They killed our driver. We're
Why?
covering this
Because
position, but
we
not
got
very
players
well.
that are rigging games. This is something that's been going on in the game for a long time. Everybody's players and finishers and everything. But then they don't have as a team what the rules specifically say. So you could see how bad the game is. I never said I was better. I'm just saying, I'm just calling out the game for its falsely team battles advertisement game that's not really advertised the right way. That's the first battle I had where teams are actually helping. Look at everybody scored. What a funny coincidence what Berserker was talking about that the game was actually rigged. And now we have players that are actually scoring with and helping instead of being standstill. But we did see some cheating. They did go all the way around when they had a clear chance to just go straight over the top and kill them right away, snipe them from right there. Did they do it? No, because the NA server is filled with nothing but rigged battles from players that know each other on both sides. The game is not fair gaming. The game was made to steal your money, to take your money and run. Which hell, I don't mind if it wasn't rigged. I mean, if a game is rigged, call me wrong or right, but I mean, if a game is rigged, why in the hell have championship games over a game that was made for mobile? not PC. I mean, it's easy. It's easy to point out exactly. And yeah, sure, there's all kinds of proof. I mean, the players show themselves away. You got players that are from different clans that are sister clans to each other that know each other. Then you get matchups with clans that know each other from different other clans. So when you meet up in a team battle, those players that are actually together and against each other know each other. So therefore, they want to modify any they want, any kind of game, any, and that's the burnout of this game. That is the down, and then plus the fact that if you report a player, let's say like if you want to report a player, right? They give you a certain limit of reports. Like you cannot make a report no more than 7 times in a battle, and then after that you have to stop your game. Okay, then go all the way over here to replays, download your replays, then make a report, and then make a report on the player's name. So that means that you got to do extra work just to locate the player, right? Then copy and go to his profile, copy and paste his number, all that stuff. You could even get a copy of his name and all that stuff, his numbers and whatever they ask you to do. There it is. Look, what's right there. Copy right there. Boom. See, nickname and user ID copied. You copy that. So you see how you have to go through the trouble of getting out of a game that you can't enjoy. And then you got players that are not even active, just sitting behind, knowing each other, point sharing with each other, and not letting any other player commit to the events that are for free or to complete any event that is on there for free, which is a lot of players out there that don't have that much money. They're the ones that struggle because they want to play the game for free. But somehow the game publicized that it's okay to gamble. That's telling kids that are in the ages of 14 and 13 that it's okay to gamble. Then, not only that, if you look at your stream for being in the NA server, there's no respect. There's no respect for the streamers. There's no respect for the game. And there's no respect for each other. And this is supposed they have tournament. I mean, how does a tournament, when you say you have pro players, but yet you have a game that is not monitorizing its own content from the games itself. Then they ask you to send a video when it's a multi-million-dollar company that can't even look at its own videos that it produces. You could go to any other game, send a report. They look into their own video game. They have it. I mean, this we're talking about a game that's been out since 2014. I've been talking about this that wargaming has been specifically guiding everybody and misguiding everybody to rip them off. This game has made a Lesta PC game in Blitz. Then they have a PC game of tanks, which where Blitz originated from. Then they made a mobile game called Blitz Mobile. They specifically said mobile, not PC, not like Lesta, where you could play Lesta on a mobile device or on your PC, more for your PC players because they have a better signal and they have better RAM and all that stuff. They're all joined, man. Lesta, Wargaming, Wargaming is all these games are all connected. All right, let's get it right. You may think that they're separated, but no, they're all listed. That's why a lot of players started freaking out. If the main Blitz PC goes out, guess what? Blitz goes out after that a couple of months, then all other games trickle down. That's the way it works. And if you don't know how it works, that's the way it works. How do you think Blitz came out? It was sold from the Russian company itself. This game will not have no direction. If Tanks World PC goes out, that means every other game that is involved with World of Tanks goes out as well. You don't believe it? I've been long enough to see these games go and see how it transpires, man. This is the way the real world is. All right? So you got a mobile game that was designed for mobile players, but then you got a game back in 2015 that swore up and down that this wasn't going to be a for PC. That the mobile blitz was not going to be for PC. That they were going to keep it for mobile gaming. So now we have a mobile game linked into a PC gaming world. Not only that, they open up the gap for what do you call it? You could actually download it on your gaming device now, like PS5 and these new gaming devices that are coming out. Not only that, they also created apps for now. The mobile player itself can enjoy PC game on your mobile device because we're that much far ahead. But yet, we get a game company that's much far behind. How is that? How does that apply to the gaming community in skill, technique, and teaming battles? There's none of that in this game. It's all rigged. It's players that know each other, like I said, who have created multiple accounts in the NA server that started off in the NA server and then started trickling into other servers. Well, believe what you want, bro. I know the truth. I seen it. Like I said, I was a beta tester. I saw the direction where this game was going. I liked it at first. Everybody did. Then you got these doodles and talkie, and then you got these what is it? These fake Silk Club teams that are rigging battles that tell these kids that they could do that if they, as long as they download a talking app, so they could have an easier way of gaming. But yet they want involved gambling to pick up a certain percentage. Now I'm 5083, and because of the players that have been playing on the NA server have figured out how to rig within clans, sister clans, joining sister clans together, and making a muck out of this game. Everybody sees it. I'm not the only one. Dripping, you're talking, and no one else is. Because everybody knows that the game is designed to rig you, to make you spend money. It's designed to make you spend money. Not like the way it was before when they said that they were never going to do things at all. Then, this is how bad the game is. If that's not even worse. So, Wargaming said that they're never going to change the outlook of this game. Then we get Reforged. We have a whole community, right, who dedicated their time. They made up businesses to bring up this game. And they came out with Reforged, which involved gay colored in the game, turning a game of war into a fairy tale, fairy, gay kind of type of perspective, it leads into making kids understand and accepting, what's not right. And then you got companies distributing this is with the LGB, whatever that is, the fruit color baskets flag, and then they turn it into a game. I mean, from my understanding, when World of Tank Blitz came out, they were talking about the historical tanks, about the value of the tank, what made the tank so special. They showed videos of old tanks being used. They were showing historical parts, museum parts, stuff like that. Even streamers, some streamers out there, the old school guys, were doing that, and that's what was inspiring the game. But you don't see that. All you see is just a bunch of idiocity in the gaming world who turn it into a fucking circus, Marcus, and not into a skilled game anymore. Now it's players talking shit, trying to show themselves, talking shit, acting bad over a damn screen. I myself am not doing that. My whole outlook is about the game, the skills, the way it's supposed to present from the beginning to the end, and like I said, keep a direction where the game started from and end with that direction where the game started from. This has been clouded the whole minds of the young and the youth who have give their time to play games to get away from bullying is now what you get from this game. Look at my chat. Nothing but bullying from Seal Club team players that know each other from every nation. You know what I mean? You got kids that get away from games because of bullying. And then here you got this kind of bullying. How does this happen? It happens because of players like Doodles, like Talkie, like Flossie that made fun of me. They the ones that made fun of me, saying that I was an old guy. I'm not that old. I'm in my prime, is what they say. But yet, you guys want to get to know me and see me and my outlook for what? That's not important. The game, the outlook of the game is important. Not my medicine, not my background. We're talking about a game. And that's where all this comes from. Everybody gets off a subject. Instead of the game for what it really was, now transpires to what you see on chat. All what you see on chat is what's bringing down these games. And all what the games are choosing their streamers is what's fucking it up for everybody else and enjoying the game and not hearing this dumb bullshit about politics, about the game's desires or the game's faults. It's the players, it's you guys, it's the NA server. You guys are in fault. You guys are making a big muck over something instead of letting the game be a game. Now, if you had a problem with Reforge, it would have been nice to keep it that way in a simple manner. But no, what happens? We get idiotically battles, stupid idiots that come into this game and ruin it for everybody. How? Let me give you a good example. They ruin it. Four Kings is a cheating clan. I've mentioned that. All these clans that are on here are part of each other. They all belong to each other. These clans need to be embellished, and if it's gonna be a one-man army now instead of a team battle, which is what clans were made for, because that's what made the team the clan as a team. You go out there to collect points for your clan, and now people are just really, destroying the game for what it was. You know what I mean? They're just destroying it. NA server players and the employees of Wargaming have made players to become what they are. Why? Because they don't want the truth out of what they've been doing. They're in fault, in a lot of fault. Now look, there's not one spotter knowing where I'm going, guys. But yet I get spotted from this distance. All right, I'm over here And these players are not even moving forward to cover this site where anybody could snipe or, do anything. Now, look where my aim is at, right? Check this out. Look how my aim goes. You see that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Before I used to hit that, you could see Doodles, see Silk Club streams. They just because they pay, they get a better, aim. They get better, all that stuff. Are you fucking kidding me? I thought to pay is to get to certain tanks, not for your aiming or your. I mean, seriously, I'll be honest here. A lot of you guys want to know, have I, paid to play? From 2014, I spent roughly $1,400 on the game the whole year. $1,400. In 2015, my account got hacked into. I did not give my account password to nobody. There is a certain way that you go in as a guest, and then for some reason you log into somebody's account, and those are facts. And that's how much fucked upness this game has not really exposed. Has said. They haven't really brought up the problems from the beginning, and that's what I've been trying to do from the beginning, bringing up the problems, bringing up the issues that you had employees telling players to make multiple accounts in the NA server. That way it could look like there was a lot of people playing in the NA server. And what do you call it? It was um, what is it? What's that clan? Aster clan. It was the leader of Aster clan that was talking to an employee, and I heard the discussion. I actually recorded the discussion, because I was tripping out that was carrying on, and that's what made me lose interest in the game. Once I heard the whole conversation, that he was saying, "Hey man, we need to bring up the players. The volume of players playing. That's going to help our what is it? What did he call it? He said something about when games are out, they show a certain percentage climbing on players joining the game, or how many per day or per month. So he was saying that they had a thing where you could you could actually make an account, and players, every he was telling this to a bunch of clans. I mean, a bunch of clans. Okay, and he was saying something that, what he called, that they could make multiple accounts. Just don't tell nobody. That way, our percentages in players can go up. It could show that we have players coming in, a lot of players, and don't worry about it. He said the engineers won't don't care about the account right now. We're just trying to establish the amount of players playing the game, so we could get it going. And that's the conversation that I heard, and that brought that. I mean, honestly, guys, that I lost interest in the game. I was like, well, fuck. That means that this game is literally, ripping off my money. There's gonna be fake. There's gonna be fake battles. Everything in this game is gonna be fake, and that's why I turned back. That's why I stopped playing it. That's why I stopped, streaming it. As crazy as I was getting, and I was just streaming what I know about the game, and how it emerged. Bunch of players creating clans from the very beginning. Those clan players dripped away and made their own clans. So therefore, those clans players that played in the other clans were sister clans to each other. Some belonged to Damage. Some play people that were family of the clan Damage, who have kids. They end up building more clans, and then it belongs to a family. And then you could just imagine there's how many players in a clan, and then you got maybe 8 people to a family. Think about it. Sometimes you have five people in the family, or they'll just open up an account after each everybody's name and then call it Sully Cell. Hey, they're using it when it's just one person using that account. Five accounts, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, their kids might use it, but they actually use it too as well. So you could see how it inspires to adults, creating this SEAL Club team, SEAL Club, underground, bullshit. So that's why I say that the game is full of shit. The players are not skilled, and most of the players that I play with are added because wargaming has given me the same players over and over and over and over and over again. I believe that there's more EU players than there is NA players. And the only reason why there's only that much more NA players is because of the signal of the NA, supposedly, the American signal. That's why people go, use the Canada, Canada Reach, whatever it is. It's a whole bullshit scam. The game is just scam. There's not real skilled players. If there was, I mean, why do you need clans if you're gonna have a mock-up, a bullshit gaming tactics among players? It should all count when you come into a clan for tournaments. Gives them more of a chance. Unless they know each other and they played each other before, then you can call it like what it is, rigged battles. Yeah, are you following me? Anyway, the game is rigged completely. Telling you guys, it's completely rigged.
Our truck is hit. He could break any minute. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Look at this right here. Look at my mini map. Look at the one out there. Fix it. He's a kid, but nothing is dead. And the right hand stuff
That one didn't go
How does
through.
it not get through? Alright. Maybe a damage hack. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Enemy is hit. Put him out. We're good for
Who
down.
knows? All I know is that the game is a full of scams, point sharing players, and a battle that is mostly rigged by players that know each other. Bogus game. Serious, so it doesn't really affect me, the game. What it does is it's affecting the game because I show the truth within the game. There's no equal equalness in the teams. It's all harassment. It's all trying to get. They're all trying to make me stop streaming and expose the game for what it really is. That's not my fault. That's the game company's fault. Why? Because they choose to do these kind of scams. They choose to play that kind of battle. You know what I mean? But they're losing. Watch, nobody moves. See that? Everybody's dead. See how there's rudeness in the game. There's no team effort, nothing like that. It's just completely harassment from the game, from the players, because of what I've shown about the game. Hey, it doesn't hurt me. I'm still making a living. Still got my family. Still got my health. I'm so happy, baby girl. Try to swing all the way around just to point show the people. Somehow they all stay right there in the middle there. Only got to come in from this. See, you know how to use your rounds. You'll kill your enemy quicker. But these players don't show that because they don't mix their rounds. They only copy seal clubbers. Because seal clubbers teach you how to kill with damage, not using your mind. How sad how a game can change, right? Over money. Screw everybody over. That are messing with it are hackers or people from YouTube. I don't mess with that stuff. I don't change the components, nothing like that. So yeah, you can see how bad the game will bully you. send out people if you start talking about the game. Look at my chat, guys. Perfect example. Now I'm getting lag. Look how each player is moving, guys. Yeah, see how they knew where I was going? Telling you.
Munitions touché. Précision qu'elle n'est pas explosée. Voiture. Je vais dire. Totalement touché.
Now I got bad lag, and I'm close to these players. See this? This is not me, guys. This is what harassed me. I don't have. I'm not having a problem with them at all. I'm sorry, I got you like that. So it's not me that has a problem. It's the game, and it's the players that are using this hack.
C'est fini.
So yeah. I didn't have no problems at all, but now I have problems. Wow, Logan. All right, guys. Well, there it is, the most cheating game company in the world, and that really just tries to hide its cheating players is its existence of this, rig. I don't see nothing in the future where it's gonna make this game even better. Not even Reforged is gonna be something that nobody's gonna like.